Hi guys, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. What's going on? So let's catch up. Let's catch up on some royal family drama. I know I still have my review of Princess Megan and the shenanigans with the former staff. I'm gonna hopefully I'll get to do that tomorrow. But you guys, I wasn't even planning on doing a video today. And then I saw this and I was like, whoa, okay. I saw this and it was among other people reported by Daily Fail. We know how the Daily Fail literally exists to worship the royal family and only post positivity. The fact that the Daily Fail is reporting this says a lot, okay? And if you've been following me on this page, you know that I have largely stayed away from talking about the so-called divorce between William and Kate. I've made a conscious decision to not necessarily talk about it until there were like concrete stuff that I can no longer ignore. You know what I mean? And I have done it because sometimes when you talk too much about certain things, you kind of water it down for when it actually happens. If it actually happens, people will just like not take it seriously. So I'm always very mindful whenever it comes to talking about divorce, especially when it comes to William and Kate. But when I saw this report, I was like, no friggin' way. This has to be talked about. So, in case you don't know, it is being reported that Prince William has hired, of all people, his mother's attorney, the same attorney who represented his mother during her divorce proceedings with his dad, King Charles, formerly Prince Charles. Okay. So when I saw this being reported, I was like, okay, there is no smoke without fire. But even with these developments with regards to this attorney being hired, this is beyond the smoke. This is a full blown fire. Okay. Call the fire brigade. Is that what you guys call it in the UK? Call the fire brigade. Call the firefighters. This is like major fire at this point, okay? And it is so obvious that they're still trying so hard to like lie and pretend about the main reason why he's getting the divorce. Like, it is so clear as day. But let me go ahead and read what is being reported. I did not want to give my money to the Daily Fail. Okay, the main article from Daily Fail is hidden behind a paywall, and I will not give my one red cent to a publication that bullies Princess Meghan. I will not be doing that. Okay. People Magazine has already done the work for me. All I need to do is just read what is being reported. So this is from People Magazine, and obviously they got the information from the Daily Mail. It says Prince William hires Princess Diana's lawyers in surprising break from King Charles. Okay. So a source told Richard Eden of the Daily Mail William wanted to strike out on his own. It is so laughable to me that the excuse given is that, oh, Prince William wants to strike out on his own. That is such bull caca. That is such bull. Like, seriously, what are we, 5? What are we, 3 years old? That you can just look for one rubbish excuse and just throw it out there and say, here's one excuse that we can use. And like, you expect us to just buy that, to just accept that he wanted to strike out on his own. And then he went and hired a divorce lawyer. Like, make it make sense. You only hire a divorce lawyer when you're about to get a divorce, and you're so proud of the job that the divorce lawyer did in your mother's case, and you want the lawyers to represent you because you, like, obviously there is no prenuptial agreement in this in William and Kate's marriage. Okay, so William knows that, you know, she's going to clear him out. And so he also knows that his mom was highly, highly compensated. His late mom, Princess Diana, the amazing Princess Diana, the kind-hearted Princess Diana. Okay, William knows that his mom, the lawyers or whoever, whatever, his mom got some good deal out of the divorce. And so he is basically calling on the lawyer and telling the lawyer, I want you to represent me. Otherwise, I'm going to get cleaned out by this woman that I no longer love and no longer want anything to do with. Like, seriously? So you want to strike out on your own and you're hiring a divorce lawyer? That's what you say when you're trying to give a reason why you went to a divorce lawyer. Okay? That's what you say when you have no reason whatsoever and you know that you have been caught red-handed. Probably somebody leaked the information. Somebody in the lawyer office leaked the information to the press, and now you have to figure out a way to like circumvent it. And then you say, "Oh, I wanted to strike out on my own," and then I went and got a divorce lawyer. Like, that does not even make any sense. But that just tells you how little, how lowly they think of their subjects. They think a lot of these people who follow them, who worship them, who are royalists or whatever, do not have a mind of their own. They cannot put two and two together. I mean, can you blame somebody like Prince William for thinking that way about the royal subjects? Because look at all the things that the royal family has been able to get away with. Normal thinking people will not let some family somewhere basically be in charge of all of their taxes and just be like handouts, you know? Even if that alone is what they get from the royal family, even if that alone is what the royal family get from the British people, that's a lot, you know. People who know better will revolt against that and say, no way, we're not going to be handing you, like, I'm not going to be handing one lazy family somewhere all of my money that I have worked hard for, all in the name of they are the royal family. What do they do for me? You know? So he obviously, Prince William clearly doesn't think much of the royal family, the subject, as the reason why he believes he can just tell them this cockamamie story and have them buy into it. Okay? So let's keep reading. A source told Richard Eden of the Daily Mail William wanted to strike out on his own, the article says. So, continuing the article, Prince William is breaking away from the legal team that has represented the royal family for decades, according to a new report. The Prince of Wales, 42, hired the lawyers who represented his mother, Princess Diana, in her divorce from King Charles. Like, this is just. Break away from what? If you're divorcing your father, you're not gonna need a divorce lawyer. That is so crazy. If you're divorcing from your family, if you want to ostracize yourself from your family, you don't get a divorce lawyer. Divorce lawyers specialize in specific things. That is divorcing from a spouse. Whew. Anyway, you can get a corporate lawyer because basically the royal family is a corporation. You can get a corporate lawyer if you want to strike out on your own. Get a corporate lawyer to defend you. But you don't get a divorce lawyer. That is so wild. Anyways, continuing, the article says a source told Richard Eden of the Daily Mail William wanted to strike out on his own. He did not want to continue using his father's lawyers. It's as simple as that. He wants to be his own man. A source described as a friend, quote unquote friend, added William wants to do things differently from his father and wants to be seen to do them differently, according to the outlet. A spokesperson for William's office at Kensington Palace declined to comment to the outlet. Prince William made the move away from King Charles' longtime legal team, which represented Princess Diana. Okay, so Prince William made the move away from King Charles' long-time legal team for that mission de Rea, which represents Princess Diana in her divorce from then Prince Charles. The divorce was finalized in 1996, 1 year before Diana died in a Paris car crash when she was 36. Um, Harberton and Lewis represented the British royal family during the 2006 News of the World phone hacking scandal, which found that the newspaper took part in illegal phone hacking targeting voicemails of high profile individuals, including Prince William and Prince Harry. The case led to the outlet's closure. Prince William has previously spoken about how he wanted to bring his own stamp to the monarchy. Speaking with the BBC, well, I don't care about any of that. I don't care about any of that. But this is just seems like somebody is trying really, really hard. Like if he wanted to say, he could have just went. He could have just gone. He could have just told them, I miss my mother's lawyer. I mean, I would have accepted that more. No, I wouldn't. But that would have like even made me not feel like somebody's playing on my intelligence. Okay. Like if he would have just said, "Oh, I miss my mom's lawyers," or there were some documents pertaining the divorce that I needed to talk to him about, blah blah blah. But for him to say he wanted to strike out on his own, and then he goes on to hire his mom's divorce lawyer. Like they really, really think very little of the British people. They really, really think that they can hide this for so long without being exposed, without being found out. Like the arrogance is just amazing to me. Like this is wild. You guys, this is wild. Like I said, I've never really given in to the conversation about, oh, there is a divorce. Because every day, whenever I talk about Prince William and Kate, Princess Kate, there's always somebody saying, remember, they are getting a divorce in the comment. There's always somebody reminding me of that. Okay? Or remember, they've already gotten a divorce. For me, I don't jump on things like that until there are something that are just irrefutable. There are evidence that are just irrefutable, such as this. Like, this is crazy. The fact that this is their own explanation as to why Prince William went and hired his mother's attorney, his late mother's attorney, is such an embarrassing situation. The fact that they will use this, that he will use this as his excuse. Oh, he wanted to strike out on his own and he couldn't get a corporate lawyer whose expertise is in dividing company assets, corporation assets. Since he quote unquote wants to strike out on his own, he went and got a divorce lawyer, somebody that specializes mostly on couples, husband and wife, divorcing. And they think they can sell that to the British people and everybody would just accept it and be like, yeah, it's true. Like, this is wild. But yeah, I wanted to quickly bring you guys this. So I'm just like, I guess now there is no more hiding it. We can no longer pretend that this isn't happening. This is not about Megan. This story is about William hiring his late mother's attorney, divorce attorney. And the answer, the reasoning they are giving, which is not making any sense. But yeah, you guys get the gist. To me, I think it's complete BS. I think this is just part of the strategy, part of the lies, the deceit, the misleading the general public about what is really going on about their lives. That's just what this is to me. Okay. So anyways, this is where I'm going to end this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment, like and share. I will catch you later. Bye.